Hello, this is Call My Bluff, where the red man who speak with forked tongue is Patrick Campbell.
I have once again coming to my assistance after last week's tremendous victory at the most beautiful actress the world has ever seen, called Judy Geeson. And the other side, the world's handsomest actor, Mr. Edward Woodward.
And hired at no expense at all, Frank Muir.
Good evening. I have merely my modest but gallant little team last week, starting with broadcaster, writer Joan Bakewell. And with Joan, DJ and motor racing driver Noel Edmonds.
This bell rings. And when it rings, we get a word, and that word is Zobo on this occasion. Patrick Campbell's team defines Zobo 3 different ways. 2 are false, 1 is true, and that's the one that Frank Muir and his company are trying to pick out. So, Patrick, tell us about Zobo.
I can't quite manage an English accent, but the Royal Flying Corps used to call it a Zobo. World War I, and Fritz, or the Bosch, or the Hun or Jerry, of course now our allies, but in the First World War, up in a balloon, in the Zobo, with the size binoculars peering down at the troops, up to the neck in it, in the Somme, in Passchendaele. But they were observing it from a Zobo, or we call it the old RAF slang, RFC slang, called the Zobo.
What is it's it? A balloon.
It's a balloon. How often must
say it? Say so.
You could scarcely have said it more clearly. Edward, your turn.
A Zobo is in fact a hybrid animal that is used for domestic purposes in the Himalayas or Himalayas, whichever way you want to pronounce it. It is a cross between a yak bull and a perfectly ordinary cow. That is a Zobo. The female offspring of this union is known as a Zomo.
I wonder if they mind. Judy Geeson, your turn.
Well, a Zobo is a kind of Central African phoenix. It's an apparition or spectre that's conjured up by a medicine man from the ashes of a funeral pyre. Though it doesn't have to be a bird, it can be, and frequently is, in the form of a goat.
Well, there you have it. It's a bird that rises from the ashes in those circumstances. It's a cross betwixt a yak and a cow, and it's an old-fashioned German-type balloon from which they used to look down on this, that, and the other. Frank, choose away.
No problem here at all. Not an idea in the mind. The, Paddy's balloon, a Zobo.
Not my balloon, the Bosch balloon.
No, but you were there at the time. I don't know which...
2 years of
which
age.
side you were fighting on, but...
neutral.
Well, I think a neuter definition. We will and turn on to more spirited things. The yak, the bull, a yak bull and an ordinary cow. How very interesting, most interesting. And an apparition like a phoenix, a bird that lays a fried egg. It's like a rising from the ashes, a goat. That's it. It's the goat.
The thing that rises up and so forth.
Yes.
Judy, you said it, didn't you?
Mustn't it?
I have to tell him, you see, now. Rules of the game. No. Who gave the true definition of this word? Got it there, lad,
Natural
somewhere.
yak there.
A zobo is what he said it was, namely a cross between a yak and a cow. And here we have another word, quank. And Frank Muir is going to define quank for us.
Quunk Muir. Quank Muir.
I wish I'd
Quank.
thought of that.
Quunk is, you know, if you're strolling around Europe, England particularly, and you hear meow, or ow, ow, bark, bark, or moo, you identify the sound those animals make by an onomatopoeic word which reproduces the sound in words, like moo for a cow, moo, you see, or
How much
meow,
longer?
M-I-A-O-W for meow. Now, if you're in America, you see, and you hear the sound of an antelope, or a sort of antelope, a new, quonk, 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 you see, quonk, quonk. You say, ah, I heard a quonk today, the quonk of a new, and that's it. It's an onomatopoeic word for the sound made by a type of American antelope called a GNU. I have to spell that because it's rather difficult.
Yes.
Otherwise somebody will make a cheap joke
We're
about
all
that's
right
the
on
end of
this
the
side.
news.
There's no trouble here of any kind.
Someone
as
has,
yet.
someone has, Frank. But let's go on to Noel Edmonds.
A quonk is a very large quant. Do you want any more?
Well, yes.
Yes, just
Little bit more.
spare a few words, lad, please.
Ignorant lads.
A quant, nothing to do with cosmetics, fashion, or whatever. A quant is a king-size barge pole. Not suggesting that the king would go up the river or that it's just for very large people. It's for large barges. It's 15 to 20 feet in length. It is mainly to be found in the Norfolk Broads.
Yeah.
And like a lot of words, has now been involved in the language so that somebody from Norfolk who doesn't want to get involved in something goes quonk. And that means not I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole, but I wouldn't touch it with a quonk.
Now then,
Goings on.
Joan Bakewell.
Did well.
A quank is a chair maker's term. Now, just in case you don't know any chair makers, they use this word to refer to the angle of splay between the back legs of a chair and the chair seat. Now, you see, if a chair was made with the front legs vertical and the back legs vertical, it would be very unstable, so that the splay of the legs that is, the quank, is very necessary to a comfortable chair. As a matter of fact, just out of interest, the more humble the purpose of the chair, the bigger its quank.
Well, it's the sound made by a GNU. It's a barge pole. It's the angle of the chair legs at the back of the chair. Patrick.
Well, it's a well-known fact that the shape of the new's nose prevents it speaking a single word. Because this huge lump at the end of it. It might go, but never quite.
I've got a joke. I've got a joke. But you knew that, didn't you?
I warned about jokes on this one. I said it's dangerous.
I know, I thought I'd get a joke. It will never go after that. Sorry, Patrick.
What if I can begin again? It's a well-known fact. It can't be a new that's silent anyway. That. And if you've got a splay-leg chair, you say the legs are about 3 foot apart, or you don't call it a quank. So it's got to be this huge barge pole, what's used on the Norfolk Broads to this very day.
That was what Noel Edmonds said, wasn't it? Yes. Wonder if he was teasing.
The risk of proving you to be a bit of a quank.
Nothing to do with that. Didn't believe it. So, who gave the true definition of this interesting word?
Oh,
It's the noise made by a new. And now, here's another word. And it's swatchel, or they may pronounce it different ways. Edward, your turn.
Well, rather surprisingly, swatchel is in fact an old nonce word for Mr. Punch, who regularly, of course, plays at the seaside opposite Judy. One explanation for this word is in fact that the name derives from the German word, or word if you prefer it, which is schwatzen, meaning to chatter. But personally, I think this is highly unlikely. But there we are. Swatchel.
That's what you say it is.
Nonce word for Mr. Punch.
Okay. Judy Geeson.
Well, a swatchel is a navigable channel in an estuary. It's a waterway between sandbanks and other navigational hazards, and ships can use it to either enter or leave a river. You might be interested to know that the... You're not?
Very boring.
You don't want to know? Because, I mean, I won't...
Carry on, my love. Do, go on.
Are you sure?
Just try
It's
to
not
put you
bad,
off.
the next bit.
I don't know.
No, well, it's just that the River Humber has a 5-mile swatchel, and on the maps they've marked it down as Annie Buxton's Passage.
Best bit was the best bit, you were right.
Patrick's turn.
It's better than the first bit, wasn't it?
And I'm sorry this word's appeared because I can't say it. And there's far worse to come because a swatchel
Well done, Philip.
is a medieval fly swatter. But it can also describe either the medieval flies with that thing, or the implement itself, or the man that handles it. Like the swatchel can be either this fly swatter, a bunch of feathers on the end of a twig or a bit of cloth, or the man that actually uses that thing himself.
It's a medieval fly swatter. It's a navigable channel, or it's another word for Mr. Punch. Noel Edmonds.
On your own.
Yes.
The disc is spinning.
The bravery of Patrick to bother to go through all that
Fearless.
just for a fly.
Fearless.
And yet I'm afraid I've got to dismiss it. I can't see that at all. The waterway of Judy. I can't see it. There was something the way. There was something in the way in which you went through that beautiful accent.
Yeah,
Unbear your card, Ed.
You mean you're choosing him, are you?
Definitely.
Well, he said it was Mr. Punch. So, is it true or bluff?
Was ist ein Junzen mit Ahrensewert?
Another word for Mr. Punch is swatchel, and 2-1, we have another word. Now, you can say this umpteen different ways. Gibbous, jibus, I don't know. Noel Edmonds.
Jibus. A jibus is a collapsible top hat, intentionally manufactured to collapse. The crown is made to fold first into the brim, with the idea that when you go to the opera, you can stick it under your seat, sit on it if you want. And in fact, this was the brainchild of a Mr. Jibus, hatter, late of Sackville Street, London West 1, Jibus.
Right. Joan, it's your turn.
Gibbous. It was an early ballistic missile that came off the official secrets list about the 1st century AD. Gibbous. Small, lead, used for putting in a sling, Roman soldiers, straight over when an attack. Acorn-shaped lead missile.
Yep. And now it's Frank Muir's turn.
Haven't the faintest idea how to pronounce it, but it's the source of primitive music in
Don't waste
Serbia.
your time, son, don't.
It was the source of primitive music made
Sorry.
from an instrument which looks rather like an enormous pear cut in half. And it's got,
Now you're talking.
it's got one string, and it's played with a bow and a melancholy expression.
You don't happen to have one by you, fortunately. Anyway, it's a one-string instrument of the description that Frank offered. It's a collapsible top hat, and it's a ball of lead used as a missile. So it's Edward Woodward to choose between those.
Leave us not haver. It is a top hat, collapsible.
You
Good
don't,
Lord.
you don't care to speak about the others?
No, sir.
It's against your
It
religious
is
principles?
absolutely against all religious principles.
Certainly.
It's a top hat.
Collapsible. Well, that was, yes, yeah, Noel Edmund, yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah, true or bluff, is it?
I'm going to have trouble to top
I've never
that.
seen an arrow winged to the target, and it actually hit it. Now that you know, I mean, this doesn't go so quick as that. Why did you only choose the one? You knew
Patrick told me. Yes. he had his hunch, and I always back his hunches.
Yeah, but he's not always reliable. You didn't actually know the word, did you, Patrick?
Yes.
Yes.
Splendid. Here we have lumery, and I think it's Judy's turn.
Oh, well, lumery is contact with supernatural powers. Lumery is the sort of cultivation of the acquaintance with ghoulies and ghosties and anything like that that would go bump in the night. Lumery actually was named among charges brought against witches and warlocks during the reign of King James I.
Right, now we, Patrick, yes, we come to you.
And Lumery, it kind of sounds like what it really is. A kind of sad, looming place, the Lumery. It's a small little rocky island which is entirely infested, inhabited by guillemots, little sea birds. And they live there blissfully happily. They get married to other guillemots, have little baby guillemots. They came back to the same Lumery year after year and having even more guillemots. It's a kind of lonely bird place.
Is it a proper name, or is it just a name of any kind of lonely bird place?
It's a name of any kind of bird place.
Right, thank you.
Right. It's all he needed to know, just
Your
the
witness.
piece that fitted the jigsaw. Now, Edward, your turn.
I shall show you exactly what a lumery is.
Again.
That is a lumery. It can only be done once a year.
It's a one-man show.
Yes. It is, in fact, a bagpipe serenade. And I wouldn't go to that trouble if it wasn't a bagpipe serenade. It's a bagpipe serenade played regularly, in fact, outside Her Majesty's room at Balmoral. The word derives, in fact, from luma, which is the original bag plus pipe, which is not Scottish, it is, in fact, French. Lumery.
Well, there you are. It was almost as bad as the real thing, wasn't it? It's a bagpipe serenade. It's the raising or being in contact with spirits, and it's the sad, lonely breeding ground of the guillemot. Joan.
I've taken advice from my colleagues.
Oh, no, don't say that.
I'm going to ignore it.
Fatal.
Yes, that's better.
I don't think it even sounded terribly like a bagpipe, more like a Japanese suicide. Spirits, witchcraft, well, there are lots of funny words there, so it could be, couldn't be. I just so like the idea of all these guillemots having this happy time on this island. Yes, Patrick, I'll take a risk and see if it's that.
He did say that, didn't he? Yes, they were all wearing those collapsible top hats. But one that, true or bluff?
Your heart's in the right place to guillemot.
It's the place where the guillemots go to it. Now we have another word, and that word is shalouk, and Joan Bakewell to define it.
Shalouk is a cloak or cape made of raffia or dried grass that is like raffia, and it's worn by an Indian squaw on ceremonial occasions. But as, of course, Red Indians kept their squaws in their place, there weren't too many occasions when it was worn, which is, of course, why you aren't so familiar with the word.
Yes.
Next, please.
And now Frank Muir.
It's rather dull, this, actually, but particularly the way I do it. It's, imagine a lumberjack. You know, you've got an axe, and you feel that you're silly just walking around with an axe. You need a sort of general purpose tool. So you get the camp blacksmith to get a bar of steel and bend the end up and put a spike on the end, sharpen it. And then you've got a thing that you can push bits of wood around, you know, and it's a kind of lumberjack's second best tool to his axe.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? It's all gone dull, hasn't it?
Not if it's a camp lumberjack.
Second best tool.
No, your turn.
Try and liven it up a little for you. A Shilluk is a member of an African tribe. They live on the banks of the White Nile. No doubt, quite often, are going senile. And their whole...
This is getting worse by the minute.
Their whole bearing, their whole attitude is rather strange. They're identifiable by the ebony blackness of their skin and by a rather elaborate and splendid bouffant hairdo. They also, if it will help you to make your minds up, seldom break into a trot.
That's vital, that bit of information.
Well, it's a cape made of raffia. It's an iron bar which lumberjacks use, and it's an African tribe, or a member of an African tribe. Judy, it's your turn. Those two chaps talk to each other, can't think why.
Well, I don't know. They do it all the time.
They don't talk to you, do they?
Sometimes.
Little chats
Can I just
chats
have one
take
small
place.
word?
Yes, you want to know something?
Can we get the cards out this side?
Well, the cloak. It would be very uncomfortable, I think, made of raffia, and I just don't think I believe you, Joan. I mean, you know, I would if I could, but I don't.
I'm going to have to hurry you up,
Oh,
Judy.
I'll hurry.
No,
You
no,
see-
just a bit.
No, it's all right, because your African tribe makes me think it should be, and so I won't, and I'll go for Frank, and I think it's his friend's tool.
Yeah, he said it was the lumberjack's necessary. True or bluff?
Thank you very much.
Aha! No. Nothing to do with lumberjacks. Nothing to do with lumberjacks. Got to do with something. One of the other definitions must be true. Oh, yes, yes. So, there you are. It does indeed mean a member of that particular African tribe. Score standing at 4-2. Frank Muir's team has won.
At last.
And so, we shall lever out some more words from the deep freeze next week. Until when, goodbye from Edward Woodward, Noel Edmonds, Judy Geeson, Joan Bakewell, Patrick Campbell, Frank Muir, and goodbye.